All right, Salaam alaikum. Weak. You're talking all the program now. Say Salaam alaikum. You don't even say wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam.
Face me, man. Face me. The action is this way. I mean, you guys are exciting, but the action is this way now. All right? Now, how much time do we have?
A lot.
No, we don't.
I mean, a little.
Okay. Normally, as you can just see, once you open up this can of butterflies, not worms, we're talking about gender relations. You guys aren't worms, are you? Look, some of them are like, what? No, you're not worms. Never were, never will be, inshallah. Never were apes. You guys are beautiful human beings. I got my eye on you, man. I've been watching you the whole time. I didn't say nothing. But now, you with me. Now, you guys never were, you never will be. You guys are beautiful creatures, butterflies, okay? But when you open up this can of butterflies, open up. So I have an option. I can give you like a 20-minute lecture and open it up for 10 minutes of questions, or we can do a lot more questions and answers and just let it go, all right? Because I think you guys have a lot of questions. I can't answer them all, but I've been through a little bit. You know how old I am? Raise your hand. What'd you say?
38.
Older than dirt, what'd you say? No, just kidding. Okay, she thinks she knows how old I am. How old am I?
46.
40. How old do you think I am?
Like 40 or early 36.
40 or early 30s?
36. Like between 37 and 45.
Wow. All right. Did I put on lotion this morning? How do you think I am?
I'm 38.
Man, you win. I'm 38 years old. Okay. So I have I've been through the full public school spectrum, right? I went to elementary school, middle school, high school in 3 different states. I went to high school in Missouri, I went to high school in Indiana, I went to high school in Illinois. All right? I didn't flunk, I just kept on moving. See? I got you. I went through college, I went through the military. And I've run into this issue of gender relations a lot. And I've been in a lot of situations where you had to answer weird questions. How come you can't go to prom with me? How come you don't have a girlfriend? Are you gay? What's the matter with you, right? So let's talk about it. Who wants to open up that first question and we'll take it from there? Yes. Is it okay to go to prom? That's it. I gotta stay here? No problem. I don't mind podiums. They're okay. Okay, is it okay to go to prom? That is the question on the floor. Survey says? Just yes or no?
No.
Now, we're going down the line, please.
I'm a 7th grader.
Have you ever thought about it?
No.
Okay, so then just say, I don't know. Okay, you can either say yes, no, or I don't know. All right? You say, it's not okay. You don't know.
No. I don't know that.
Okay.
No.
No? No?
I'm just going with a no.
No? Now, this is what we call peer pressure. Now everybody's like, no. No.
Just say I do.
Just say what you feel. The religious police are not coming in. Yes.
No.
Yes? You don't know?
Just say yes.
You don't know? No? IDK.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Text.
Okay, as long as it's with friends. Good. You say yes? Okay.
That's weird.
You do not know? You do not know? You don't know? Okay. No? No. All right. Now, let's talk about the actual answer that we got that we can dissect. As long as you go with friends. What's the matter with that, right? You know there's adults at prom, right? There's adults standing there like, I can't do that.
That's not what happened.
Oh, really? So tell us about prom.
They actually support you.
No, tell us.
My teachers have told us, like, they're there, but they just stand there and, like, chill at the food stand and picture people, like.
Okay, no, trust me. If your teachers are there, they're not going to allow 2 couples in the corner like. All right, they don't let that happen.
When did you go to school?
Huh?
When did you go to school?
When or where?
When did you graduate?
When did I graduate?
Yeah.
You do the math, man. I'm 38.
I'm
Well, now it's at least 20 years later. Not 20, 15 years later.
And tell us, Mr. Prom Master. I'm really.
No, I'm just saying that teachers don't really do that much at all.
They don't really do that much because not really that much happens, right? They don't. There's not people undressing on the side of the corner and teachers just like, huh? Well, it's 2012. Go at it, kids. No, that's not what they do. There are still limits. There are still borders.
Yeah, that's true, but
I have a quick question.
Hold on. We're still in the dissecting phase, okay? Now, and I don't mind spending time on this because this gray area is what life is, okay? Most situations, stay with me, are not black and white. There's going to be a lot of vague and, well, it's like this and it's like this, because I could justify it if I wanted to, right? There's adults there, right? There's, I don't have to dance. I can stand on the wall, right? I'm going with my friends. We just went to be part of the program. Kids are always hugging and kissing in school anyway. What's the difference between prom and going to school, right? You can justify it if you want to. If we had a debate, I bet you two people could justify going to prom and some could say, no, I think it's wrong, right? Now, there was a lot of no's, and I appreciate your answer saying that as long as it's with friends, okay? But all of the no's, give me some whys now. No, some of the high schools, what grade are you in? We're going up. What grade are you in? Ninth? Any 10th? We're ending with ninth?
Could I answer?
Hold on. Is ninth the highest? Okay, so why was your answer no? Actually, you were I don't know. But why is it shady for you?
I guess it depends on what you do there.
Okay. All right, you want my answer or you want to move on? Okay, before my answer, we have another question.
Do they have like drugs in wine at home?
No. Well, let's say not legally, right? The school cannot allow any of that stuff on their premises, right? But if you see somebody over on the side like this, aren't there drugs at school? So maybe there will be drugs at prom, but you can't say that they are there for sure unless you know the person that brought it, But I wouldn't doubt that just like people deal drugs in school, they're probably going to have it at prom too, right? The alcohol is probably a little bit harder to bring in, but, people, if they're sly enough, they can do whatever they want. Another comment before my answer? And then we're moving on to the next question.
Some boy in my class, he does weird things with his girlfriend.
Okay, let's back that up. Some boy in your class does weird things with his girlfriend, and you're going to end the story there?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, we'll talk to you after the program. This is, one more question. Before my answer or after my answer? Okay, let's hear it.
I was gonna say that, like with teachers, they kind of recommend it too. I mean, they say that it's okay. Nowadays, people even tease you about it. Like
Mhm.
teachers.
Even teachers ask me why don't you
yeah.
How does that feel? How does it feel when your teacher's like, Ahmed, why aren't you going to prom? You know, Melissa, she's been had a crush on you. You were her Valentine. Right? And you're in the corner like, cause it's my religion. Right? How's that make you feel? How's that make you feel?
Weird.
Weird? It hasn't even happened to you yet, man. It is an uncomfortable feeling. Welcome to Islam in America. All right, welcome to Islam in America, where you are different, and you have to be very strong to stick with your morals and stick with your values. And this is why it's kind of a make or break society, right? Islam in America is gonna make you stronger, make you a stronger Muslim, or you're gonna break sometimes. You're gonna go with your friends. You're gonna go with the pressure, right? Is this before my answer or after? You sure? It doesn't matter. I mean, we got half an hour. Okay. My answer is this. I don't like to answer anything in haram or halal. Okay? Because those are really heavy words. All right? I'm not going to say such and such is haram or such and such is halal today. I probably won't. Prom, I didn't go, even they were pressuring me. I had a lot of pressure. And this is why I didn't go. I can't tell you all the mistakes that I've made, because I have made some mistakes, right? But this is what happens at those type of events, right? Yeah, you got to move the camera now. I got to move. So, in an effort not to embarrass anyone in the room, I will play both roles in this play. Okay? I will play the female and the male role. So I'm just the male, chilling on the wall, you know, trying to look cool, you know. Right?
Okay.
Because there's a fine line you gotta do. You're not dancing with a girl, but you don't want to look like a nerd, right? So you kind of look like I could be with a girl if I wanted to, but I'm just chilling. Music's playing, got a little nod going, right? But I'm Muslim, so I'm not gonna dance, right? So I'm just now, because you are so handsome, you Pakistani young men. Kind of look like Hispanic guys with smooth hair and all that. Got this tan going on there. So this young lady goes, "Hey Rashid, how come you're not dancing?" Yeah, I'm good. I just came to check it out. And then her hand goes like this, "But Rashid, Rashid." This stuff starts to happen, and you start to ask yourself, why am I here? You just jumped into the fire pot. You can't blame her. You're at the prom on the wall in your nice clothes looking handsome. Or ladies looking pretty. Right? And for ladies, what is romantic in the American mind is not to ask you. They see you on the wall, kind of shy. Hey, she's at prom. She's just shy. Let me go up and gently grab her hand. Right? You ever seen that in a movie?
Yeah.
And he starts to pull her, and what does the girl do in the movie? Right? Isn't that what happens in the movie? So if you're standing on the wall at prom with your friends, the guys are thinking, oh, they're just waiting for me to ask them to dance. They want to dance. They want me to wrap them in my arms so they can melt in my... This is the romantic things that you guys see from Disney at the age of 4 all the way up to the rated R movies, right? This is the romance in America. So when you go to prom, that's what you're going to expect. And if you don't want to put yourself in that situation, and you don't, trust me, because when my friends in the military tried to pressure me to go to this one dance, they said, "Joshua, come on, man." And they knew I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't want to be in that situation. They said, "Come on, man, you can just go with us. We your friends, just go with us. You ain't even got to dance, right?" It's an oldie but goodie night. You know what oldies but goodies are? Old music, but it's still good music, right? So like A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. Anybody know that song?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's an oldie but goodie. It's an old song, but it's still good. And I told him, it's not the oldies that I'm worried about, it's the goodies, right? I don't want to put myself in a situation to test my strength. They said, "Joshua, you're strong, man. You're not going to do anything." I said, well, I'm strong, but I'm also smart. I don't put myself in a situation where I may get weak, where I may get tested. So I can't say it's haram, but I'm going to avoid this situation because I think I might get weak. I might get tested, and I might fail the test. So part of the smarts that you have is not that, oh, I'm a good swimmer, so I can swim past these alligators. It's to say, you know what? This lake is filled with alligators. Let's walk around. You know, we're going to walk around it. I'm not going to test my speed to see if I can swim next to it, right? So I don't put myself in a situation where I may fail. That's my argument for why I didn't go to prom. Okay? You guys can work on that and make it shorter for your friends. Next question. It was you.
Oh, you already answered.
Oh. Well, can you tell me what it was? Don't swim with alligators or something?
I was going to ask you what your answer was because you just
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, what else you got? Ask the tough ones, man. I'm only here for like 15 more minutes. Ask me some tough ones. Yes.
Why is dating haram?
What? I didn't say dating was haram.
Okay, so what is it?
Why is dating?
What's the question? Rephrase the question, please.
Is dating like okay or not in Islam, and why?
Okay. Do we need to take a survey?
No, yeah.
Okay, let's do a show of hands. Who thinks dating is okay? Nobody? Who thinks dating is wrong? Look, guys, look. So y'all try to keep that window open in case there's a sister in the back. I mean, if you ask me, I'm a... Stop for the love, brother. Raise your hand. Say it's wrong. Be proud.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go. No more dates for you. Okay. How do you define dating? Tell me what a date looks like to you, and then I can answer this question.
Like the dates you
When
remember
you
down.
go out with a girl and you're not married to them, and you do like stuff like that.
Okay, all right, guys, I need you to listen to this. Even though some of these topics are a little... Young man, face this way. Some of these topics are a little mature for you, right? So I know a lot of it causes giggling and stuff, right? But I want you to focus because these are serious topics and they start young. So don't think, oh yeah, I'm not in high school yet. I used to be a DARE officer. Anybody know what a DARE officer is?
What?
DARE officer?
Oh.
Thank you.
Is it like you should take anything that someone said, like if someone dared you to do something?
That was my guess.
Okay. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. It's when a police officer comes into the school and talks to 5th graders and 6th graders about staying away from drugs. I was talking to 5th graders and 6th graders who had girlfriends, who would talk about what her shape looked like. And oh yeah, that's my girl right there. 5th graders and 6th graders, right? So I'm not fooled that, oh, this is what you're going to deal with when you get to college. This is happening now with all of you. I know, what grade are you in the black hijab? Yes. Second grade. I bet you in your 2nd grade class, there's boys and girls that have crushes on each other. You don't have to answer the question. I know it exists in the 2nd and 3rd grade, especially when my son, they used to put pressure on him about it's Valentine's Day, right? And you had to, make a Valentine's card. They didn't let you pick one person, but they wanted you to make a Valentine's card to give to somebody, right? So, dating to you looks like what? When a man goes out with a woman and they're not married.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else around?
No, not really.
Okay.
Except everybody in the restaurant or movie.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
not going as a group of friends.
Okay. Yes.
In a corner in the back of the school.
No.
Yeah?
Get into other stuff.
No, he's right. Sometimes there's these quick dates at school, say, hey, can you meet me such and such? Oh, yeah, right? And they meet somewhere and they sneak a kiss or they sneak a hug on school property, on school time. Yes, of course, that happens. All right. Now, that I can say for sure I disagree with, and I think that's wrong, and people should avoid that. Why do you think I would say that? Huh? Anytime, there's a general rule in Islam that if you can hold to this rule, and I'm going to extend the rule a little bit for the loopholes that we always try to fill. I used to fill some loopholes too, When you try to fill the loophole, this rule will protect you and keep you away from haram. Okay? The rule is, do not be in a situation where you are alone with someone of the opposite gender. So, even if it's a big room like this, right? Somebody, the door closes and it's just you and her. And it's like, Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. I'm gonna just sit over here and do my work. Okay, I'm gonna sit over here and do my work. Okay. Now, when somebody opens the door, they see one of you sitting on one side and one is sitting on the other. But you know what's going to be in their mind? A little bit of doubt of, I wonder what they were doing in here. I bet they heard me walking up and they quickly ran on the opposite sides of the room. Right? You create doubt. Even if you do avoid the situation, you sit on opposite sides, you create doubt in your community's mind of, what were they doing in that room? Why were they in there by themselves? Right? The other thing that happens is sometimes there's an attraction. If you're by yourself with someone of the opposite gender, they may be attracted to you. They may grab your hand. They may touch you. And some of you may go, how dare you touch me? I am Muslim. Some of you might. Others of you might just let it happen. And they touch you here, they touch you there, and it just grows and grows and grows, right? This happens in school a lot. It happens like this. A girl's walking by and says, what's your name? Umar. Say, hey Umar, how's it going? Right? So it started with a hand on the shoulder. Hey Umar, how's it going? Next time it might be, hey Umar, how's it going? Right? It grows, it grows, it grows. There's another, when I'm a youth director at Adamson, I'm going to give you one of the arguments that they did because somebody mentioned it here. Or he mentioned it. He said, okay, they say, well, we're not alone. We're in a movie theater with a bunch of other people. There's got to be like 100 people here. We're good. I don't agree with that either. You know why? Because, and here's another one I hear. Oh no, we went out with our friends, right? So it wasn't just me and her, it was me, her, and her 3 friends, and me and my 3 friends. So it was a group of us, Brother Josh. Brother Josh, we went as a group. We did just what you said. We stayed as a group. All right? Now, I'm going to disagree with that too. I'm going to give you the reasons why. If the people in your group don't say anything when she puts her hands around you, or when he reaches over and hugs you, if the people in that group don't say anything, they don't count. They don't count. You have to be with a group of people who, if you do something that they know is wrong, they say, Umar, what are you doing, man? Right? That's what's called a friend. Normally that's somebody older, as somebody that you respect, that's somebody that your parents respect, that they let you go out with. They're going to say, what are you doing, man? You can't do that. Oh, I'm telling your mom. No, please don't tell my mom. Please don't. Right? That's how you know you're wrong anyway. But if they're friends that can't stop you from doing wrong, it doesn't count. When you're in a movie theater with 100 other people and none of them know that you guys aren't supposed to be all googly and touchy back there, that don't count. Because to the rest of the movie people, you could just be another couple. Oh, that's so cute. They're so cuddled up. Remember when we were like that, honey? Yeah, 50 years ago. You're just another young couple, teenage dating. You know, that doesn't count if there's 100 other people in a room. I don't mind people going out as a group if they're with people that can tell them we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't go there. You know what, guys? We're kind of alone. We need to be here. That's called a good Muslim group of friends, right? If you want to call that a date or not, I'm not going to get there. You guys are going to go home and say, Brother Josh said we could date, Mom. All right. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the environments that you're in have to be halal. Now, once you're old enough where you're really ready to talk to your mom or talk to your dad about this is the person I'm interested in, they're going to facilitate it. You know, they're going to, for instance, my son, if my son comes to me and says, Dad, you know, I'm interested in such, okay. I say, we can go out. We can date together, right? Meaning that either I'm going to send Tariq Islam out with him and say, okay, you guys can go to the movie. Tariq Islam's going with you, him and his wife. Go ahead. That's what I would do as a father, right? I'll let him chaperone my son. Or I'll go out with them and I'll say, I'll be over here, you know. Now, this is, of course, when my son's ready to get married, right? But I'll help him out. Say, I'll sit over here. You guys can sit over there. I don't want to hear what you're saying, but I want to see what you're doing. If my son doesn't like it, he you know, that's his problem. So parents have to be ready to facilitate marriage. And to do that, we have to talk with the imam about how can you facilitate a marriage and things like this. But dating at 14, 15 years old when you're not ready to get married is just a problem. You're just setting yourself up for a mistake. How many, we got 5 minutes left?
We got 10.
Really?
7.
7, okay. All right, we got time for one more, I think. But before we move to yours, how do you feel about my diagnosis of the situation?
What do you mean?
I mean, did I answer your question?
Sure.
I don't like that. What do you mean?
Well, sir.
You asked, was it okay to date?
And
I'm not going to say it's haram or halal. What did I tell you?
You said you should avoid a situation where you're alone with a person.
Mm-hmm.
And
What
you
else?
said, those random people in the movie theater don't count. Those that don't stop you don't count you.
Right. Okay. Is that satisfactory to you?
Yeah.
So you kind of know what situations you should be in and what situations you shouldn't be. The key is discipline with yourself. See, there's countries like Saudi Arabia who are going to solve it for you. Right? They're going to create an environment where you're not even going to have a chance. There's other Muslim countries where it's up to you. In America, it's up to you individually to have the discipline to know I'm going to mess up if I'm in this situation. You guys have all the freedom in the world. You're going to get your driver's license and keys, and you're going to be wherever you want. You have the freedom to lie to your parents if you want to get that sin, right? You can say, oh, I'm going to the masjid, going to that halakha, man. Be back at 9, right? It's up to you to be honest. It's up to you to be honest with yourself and really want to make it to Jannah or not. That's an individual decision. You can throw that up here, man. I got you. I got you.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's like the second time. All right. Yes, ma'am, in the back.
I have 2 questions. The
Okay.
first one is like, in like a regular classroom for to attract the opposite gender, so how do you like
Wow, how do you control that in 7 minutes? Wow. Okay, let's, since this is the last question that we have time for. First of all, were there any other questions before I end with this? Yes. Oh, just thinking in your head. I think like that too, all the time. Okay, let's finish with this one then. It's tough.
hello?
I know, man. I got so much energy. You know what that means? You're going to be like a CEO when you get older. You know why?
That would be fun.
Because you just can't, you know, you got to get the project done. You got so much energy. Your reports are going to be longer than everybody else's. Your projects are going to be better than everybody else's. In about a year and a half, all that energy is going to get funneled and you're going to be like, taking off. So keep the energy. I'm not killing the energy. I just want you to focus it this way. All right? Now, classroom setting. Who goes to public school? Everybody here public school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I know what happens in public school. I know what happens in society. Even, for instance, let me give my personal example, right? I'm part of this organization in Fairfax County called Fairfax Partnership for Youth. There's a lady there who, she works with the organization. We've been seeing each other for about a year. I see her, hey, how you doing? I think her name was Linda. How you doing, Linda? Oh, I'm good, John. That's good. Right. Okay. I might, sometimes I shake her hand. How you doing, Linda? Oh, that's good. We'll get into that later. All right. How you doing, Linda? One time I go to a program. Come here, Omar. You gotta be mother. Guinea pig. Guinea lamb, sorry. Hello. All right. So I come into the program. Now remember, the most I've ever done is, hey Linda, or hey Linda, right? She comes up to me and goes, Josh, it's so good to see you, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness, where did this come from? Why would she hug me? I never hugged her before. What made her think that it was okay to hug me? Now, what do you think I did? Thanks so much. What do you think I did? Did I work my taekwondo? Get it right in the solar plexus, right? I was thinking it. You know what I did?
You ran away.
No, I mean, because she was right there. She hugged me. She hugged me. About a day later, I saw her in the office and I said, Linda, you know what? I said, I really don't hug women, you know. I said, the most I do is a handshake, so next time, you know, just, I said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. No, okay. Next time, she almost did it again. She said, oh, I'm sorry, you're not a hugger, right? But I had to tell her what my boundaries were. If you don't communicate with what your boundaries are, people are going to keep breaking them, right? So if you're uncomfortable with guys getting super close to you, or guys tapping you, or girls sitting on your lap at school, right? If you don't say something, listen, I'm telling you, if you don't say something, they're going to keep doing it. And you don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to push them and make them fall on the floor. You can get up and say, hey, listen, you know, take them to the side. Do it when nobody's looking so they know it's direct. Say, you know what, my faith, we really don't do that with women or with girls or with boys, whatever. So I appreciate it if you can give me some space, you know, or respect my faith, whatever. We're cool and everything, but I don't do that. Okay? Whatever it is, tell them that, and it's going to be different from each one of you. He's going to say, well, Aisha, she's Muslim, doesn't she go to your message? She doesn't have a problem with it. She doesn't wear hijab. Your friend Abdullah, I saw him at the prom. He was at the club. What do you mean it's your religion, right?
Yeah.
Say, I understand. I can't control everybody. I can only control myself, and I don't do that. Because even if I don't do that, they still have to respect it. It don't even have to be Islam says it. It's what do you do? What do you not do? People have to respect that, okay? And they're only going to respect it if you say it. And I know it's hard, guys, because sometimes, and girls, you say they're going to make fun of you. You're going to be the widow. How come you don't have a girlfriend? What's the matter with you? That's a stupid religion. How are you going to know who you want to marry if you're not going to practice with them, if you're not going to date? Right? They got so many arguments. You'll figure out how to answer them. We don't have time to do it. But you have to communicate what your boundaries are. Okay, so when you're in school, if you start to feel like people are breaking your boundaries, just tell them individually, or if it's a crowd, say, hey guys, I like you guys, but I feel uncomfortable every time I hear you guys are talking about guys in the locker room or something like that. I don't.
But what if you're just like friends with the opposite gender, but you only talk? Is that fine?
You're in school. There's boys in your class. You're going to talk to boys in your class. There's girls in class. You're going to start to talk to girls in your class. I can tell you where the discipline comes in. Because I can give you the answer, which is yes, right? But then people open up that yes door and goes, Brother Joshua said it's okay to talk, so something I wanted to talk to you about, right? And now you're starting a relationship, right? When you start to feel that it's getting a little bit too close, I think he likes me, or I think she likes me, then you need to start pushing back off, okay? And you have to be careful with it. I just say you have to be careful. Because when you think the guy's a friend, he may like you. When you think the girl's just a friend, she may really want to date you. And you're just being all cool and whatever, and she's just, he touched me. He gave me a piece of his sandwich. Oh my God, I think he likes me. I like you, do you like me? You got to be careful with it. Be very careful, because this is the thing that takes down most people of all faiths, is the gender relations. Because our hearts, Allah has designed us to love each other, to be attracted to one another. That's how the world keeps going, right? Men and women keep getting attracted to each other, we keep having babies, so the world keeps growing, right? Isn't that what basically happens? That can't happen unless we're attracted to one another. So that's a natural thing. And if you don't control it and protect it, it's going to take over you. It's going to take over you. I'm out of time, so for me to continue, Brother Tariq has to do something, but maybe next time we can come back and talk more, huh?
I mean, if you want to take more time, go ahead. Feel free. I'm not sure what your schedule's like, but.
What's your question?
Well, my question was that how would you reply to somebody who asks you, like, why don't you do everything like other Muslims?
What's my response when people say, how come you don't do it when other Muslims do it? Sometimes I use an analogy of them. I say, some Christians don't wear makeup at all. Some Christian women don't wear pants at all. They wear skirts. How come you wear a skirt? How come you wear makeup? How come you don't go to Bible study every Wednesday like such and such? Because you have a different opinion. I have my opinion and the way I practice Islam that was taught to me by my mother and my community. He has a different mother, different community. So I'm just asking you to respect what I've been taught, man. There's a lot of ways you can answer it. And just say, everybody's different. That's probably the fastest way. Hey, everybody's different. This is me. But work on your responses. You got to practice them. Because you got to be short and respectful. You don't want to be rude. Like, what do you think? That tone of voice or something like that, it makes a person think, well, that's a mean Muslim. You don't want to come across like that. So you want to be short and respectful and move along. And that was one final question? Yes. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. You're thinking again? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.